You know how when you're trying to go to sleep and your brain just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling? How do you turn off your brain so that you can sleep? I'm a brain scientist. Got an idea for you. It's kind of funny that we've got this title on the video because you can't. I mean, you can't turn your brain off. If you did, you would die. So that's not quite the right way to think about it. Now, different parts of your brain do different things, and there's a part of your brain that controls your ability to go to sleep. That part of your brain is also trying to keep you alive. Now, this is good news because your brain loves you, doesn't want you to be toast, danger, lunch. So it's going to do everything that it can to take care of you. When you lie down to go to sleep and you notice that your brain is just churning away on everything that you have to do, or the things that you're worried about, or the things that your kids have been up to, or whatever, and it's just keeping you all wired so that you can't sleep, it's actually a way your brain is trying to take care of you because it thinks that all of these things are important for you to survive and be happy. Now, whether they are or not is a whole other conversation. But I think the important part here is to get the brain to chillax a little bit. Most of that stuff you're not going to solve tonight anyway. And so if we can put that off to a place where we don't have to worry about it right now, get the brain to calm down, then you'd be able to go to sleep because you're not in danger of all that stuff not getting done. Just realize your brain is working for you, not against you, but sometimes it plays tricks on us because all of that stuff that you're worried about isn't important right now here in this minute. So here's a few tactics that we can use to get better control of our own brain. First one is one of my favorites, metacognition. Thinking about thinking. Metacognition, that's the word that I used for it. It just is a higher level of thinking, where we get to become aware of and observe and watch the processes in our own mind. You can't really stop thinking about things by saying, okay, I'm going to stop thinking about things. It doesn't work for me to tell you that either. Hey, don't think about dogs. Don't think about grapefruit. And what are you doing? You're thinking about everything that I'm mentioning, because your brain just picks up on that stuff. So sometimes, instead of trying to not think about anything, which you might be able to do with some training in mindfulness and meditation and whatnot, but for most of us, we're kind of rookies at this, and so instead of trying not to think about anything, you think about very clearly and consciously one thing. One thing gets to hold your focus for a while. And you can practice this at times when you're not trying to sleep, and then the skill can kick in when you are trying to sleep, and you can take your mind, which is scattered out over all of these different topics, and you're going to bring it right back to something very specific. Here's an example. A pencil. What if you were to focus exclusively on a pencil? Look at it. Think about it. In fact, you can just practice this with any item that you have in your home. If I were doing it with this pencil, I would look at the pencil and I would carefully study all of the colors and the different subtle shades and the way this color is different from that color, and the eraser and how that's different from the lead, and how there's wood in there, and maybe this wood came from a particular type of tree. I know I'm overdoing it, but that's the point. You overdo it to the point where your mind is completely occupied with this thing, and then it's not at the same time occupied with all of that noise that's been keeping you awake. Practice it. In fact, take 5 minutes. Just start with this. It's going to seem like forever to you. Set a little kitchen timer or something. For 5 minutes, take a pencil or whatever item you found in your home and just study it and focus on it. And if your mind goes anywhere else, just bring it right back. And this is a skill that you can then start to use when you hear all of that noise and when your thoughts are just driving you nuts. You can bring your focus into one thing. It brings the noise down. It will calm you. You'll feel more peace. You'll be able to go to sleep. Here's another hack for you. I got this one from my dad way back in high school when I used to be a worrier. Can you imagine Dr. Paul being a worrier? I earned this knowledge that I have. I've been there. I know what it's like. And as my mind would just worry about this and worry about that and worry about this and worry about that, My dad gave me a tool that was just powerful. He said, hey, Paul, get you a little notebook. And I did. I got a little notebook that would fit right in my back pocket. And this notebook, I wrote the words, worry about it Wednesday, right on the cover of the notebook. Worry about it Wednesday. That's the title. And my dad said, if you start to worry about something, just open up your booklet, take that pencil that we were using in the other step, and write down what it is that you're worried about. And then close it up. Now, it's in my little booklet that says, worry about it Wednesday. Not today. Not right now. I'm going to worry about that Wednesday. This is kind of a weird little brain hack because what it does is it gives your mind the permission to let it go. You can keep it right by your bed. And when you start worrying about all that stuff, you simply pull out your Worry About It Wednesday pad and you open it up and you write it down in there. Okay, now your brain says, okay, I'm going to worry about that Wednesday. You set it aside. Symbolically and physically, you're just giving yourself permission to let it go. And it works really well. Wednesday, we got an issue, right? Because we got all this stuff that we have to worry about now on Wednesday. So pull it out on Wednesday. Schedule yourself, 10, 15 minutes to just go through your list. Now, if things have already taken care of themselves, check them off or tear that page out and throw it away, whatever. Go through your list. Everything that hasn't taken care of itself, just put it on your list for next week. Shut it down. There you go. Worry about it Wednesday. I like brain hacks because they give us a higher level of control over the equipment so that we can operate it properly. We've got other resources for you. The Positivity Powerup is one of those. And that's one that you can link to down below. It's a course that helps you to understand how to operate the equipment. And it's there for you. The street alone. Her head was down, face locked onto the phone.